Mr. President. Where were you on Remington? Were you on Remington? There were 329 people on that plane. Tell me, where were you? Girl, bye. Okay, look, Olivia, Jake and Huck already told you last week that your man flew that airplane and killed your mama. I don't understand, okay? All the crocodile tears. What do you, the man, okay, y'all, hello, I'm sorry. I just finished watching Icarus or something, okay? Some little Greek god or, I don't know, okay? Icarus, the sun god, I believe that's what it is. I didn't even look it up because I'm pretty sure that's the name of the game, okay? So this is Scandal. Hi guys. First time viewers, I'm Angie Ray. Scandal reviews always go up every Thursday. Welcome to my channel, yada yada yada. Let's get right into it. This is episode 6. 2 more episodes until Ava DuVernay, I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly, who's a really famous director. She's an indie director, but she's like on the up and up. She's an African American woman, and she has directed episode 8 of Scandal, so I'm very excited to see her work. She actually was the director on The Middle of Nowhere with Emayatsi Cornadelli. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, please see that movie. It's awesome. Anyways, Scandal, my Lord Jesus. I don't know where to begin. I'm gonna jump around. I did take some more notes. Apparently taking notes is my forte at this point, okay? So we start off with Candy Alexander, who plays Olivia's mom, Maya Lewis. They're in black and white, and Olivia's doing her homework, listening to her little earphones, and Candy's mom's getting ready to go off to some trip for her boss. And she had like a really small scene, but that was her little introduction. And I saw her name in the credits, the opening credits. So y'all, I'm an actor, okay? So my eyes are trained to pick up things, little things like this. Typically, when someone's not going to come back or they don't have a reoccurring role, they just put like guest star or something like that. Like they'll say, you'll know that person's not coming back altogether. But they listed her name as though she was a main cast member. So that's why I think her mama is still alive, okay? Especially towards the end. Well, at the end, when she was asking Fitz, that's why I did a little mask thing, because it was too many tears. The man already told you in his office, we could talk about us. We could talk about trying to get back to us, get back to one, the political campaign. But if you're talking about Operation Remington, I can't help you. I mean, Fitz really crunked up. Like, I have never seen him speak to her that way. Like, Fitz must be scared for his life. For real. Look, Papa Pope, Eli Pope, has scared the living dickens, and I haven't said that word in a long time, the living dickens daylights out of Fitz. Fitz, the Lord Jesus watched him tremble in his boots last week when he was like, I'm gonna shut down B16, B613 or whatever, and he said, don't test me, Eli. And Eli was like, no, Mr. President. Addressed him by his official name and said, it is you who should not test me. I'm like, I forgot to tell y'all about that last week, but I was just like, oh, Eli Pope is so type crunk. I love him. I love it. I love the controversy. But anyways, getting back to the beginning, I love the little connection there between Olivia and her mom. They still seemed a little like, I don't know, she was 12 years old. We got that she was 12. I was 12. I was 12. Tell me you killed my mama. What difference does it make? You need to listen to your daddy, okay? I get it. Okay, I'm not cold-hearted for sure, but you know, you're in a peculiar type of situation where if you ask too many questions, you might come up missing, like you said to your daddy when you got drunk, okay? Yes, yes, yes. I am starting to believe that Miss Pope has a drinking problem. I believe she's a functional alcoholic. She can do her job, she can function throughout, but I mean, yes, circumstances, you know, there's circumstances that will drive someone to want to have a drink or two, but I mean, Olivia's daddy was like, she called her daddy, okay? First, she didn't want to call, so she sent Jake going to snoop for some information, okay? And his jump off came. He called his jump off. Y'all know I bounce all over the place, but this is how my mind is processing it. I did take notes, but this just to refer to if I forget or if I come across a little space in time. But yeah, Jake called a jump off or one of his girls or whatever that he used to deal with to a coffee house, asking her to get some information about the detail for the black box on the plane, because Olivia done sent him on another mission to go figure out some more information. I mean, what more do you want Jake to find out without losing his life, Olivia? I mean, is that what you're intentionally trying to do so you don't have to choose? I am just confused. The man said that your man was riding or flying the plane that your mama was on. I don't know what else information you want. You know you can't talk to your daddy, but you can talk to your daddy, but you're too stubborn, okay? Your daddy and y'all do dinners. You know, if you were a mama's girl, which it don't seem like you were a mama's girl, it seems like you are a daddy's girl. That's why you have so much hate for your daddy right now, animosity against your father. And that's why y'all relationship kind of shifted, because when Olivia's mama was leaving, she didn't say bye mama. Her mama was hugging on her and kissing on her and saying bye baby, like, you know, I'm gonna miss you. But she didn't even say bye mama. Yes, that's your mama, and yes, I know you loved your mom, but it just didn't seem like you were a mama's girl. I'm a mama's girl. Ask anybody. I am a mama's girl to the day I die, honey. What? Please. So if my mama was leaving, I'd be like, bye mama, I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna call you just when you leave out the door. Like, that's how mama's girls are. Daddy's girls are different. So here go Eli with his crocodile tears. Look, they did a lot of flashbacks. So Eli is with his little, I don't even know if he was really crying the whole way through. He just looked like he was distraught when he was looking at the television set. I think he was working himself up. That's what I think. So when the little girl came in, when baby Olivia came in to from school or wherever she was coming from, he's like, I got something to tell you. Now, if my husband was like, okay, if the marriage was tight, okay, and it's my man and I'm missing, or he gets information that I'm dead, child, I need y'all to hold him back. He gonna need an army, because that's how distraught I want him to be over my death. I mean, real talk. He was just sitting in front of the television, just staring at the television. I know some people take grief a little bit differently, but I need him to be bawling and hollering, tears, unconsolable. I need some family members, some aunties, some uncles in the background. Somebody needs to have some tea. The kettle need to be going. I need some help. I can't take it. I don't know what's going on. I just saw her this morning. You know, that's the type of emotions I need to see, and I didn't see that. It's like he was just trying to work himself up so she could believe the story. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it, because I think Miss Maya Pope is alive, okay? I don't think there was a body that was produced, but we didn't get too far into that, but you know, whatever. So she sends Jake to go get some information. He calls one of his jump offs. His jump off is like, yeah, I got, you know, yeah, I have access to that. Is there anything else you want access to? And he was like, no. She's like, oh, you have a girlfriend. Is there somebody else? Jake just kind of looked at her and was like, can you get the information? And this is what I need y'all to see, okay? Every jump off that was watching Scandal tonight, did you see how Jake act? Did you see how he was acting with his jump off? That's what happens when a man don't want you no more, okay? Please take note of Jake on Scandal. If you need an example, that's what men do. She was basically throwing herself at him, and he was like, she's like, you don't I only live down the street. Don't do it to yourselves, y'all. I mean, just look at how he was acting. He don't want her no more. Please get the clue. I'm just tired of these jump offs, and that's another story. I can go on another tangent, but that's just something that I wanted to kind of like put out there. Okay, so then, let's see, this is what I need my notes. Okay, so we talked about little girl. Oh, let's talk about Sally and Mellie. Sally and Leo are like, I guess we see Sally's husband for the first time, and Sally's husband looked way younger than her because she looked like she's about to croak. So I guess Sally and Leo, because she barged into the men's bathroom last week. I didn't talk about that either, and locked the door, and it was like, Sally's a man. That's how I look at her. Like, she's too hard to be like somebody's wife. Like, a cheating man can make you hard, but not that hard, boo. Like, you're like a dude for real, Sally. So she ain't have no type of embarrassment just barging into the restroom, the men's restroom, trying to get Leo to run her campaign, which he said yes, because we cut to the scene where she and Leo are talking about basically playing both sides of the fence and making the president believe that, you know, she's on his team, but really she's gonna run as an independent candidate and what have you, because Sally said, I'm tired of all this buffoonery. I don't know who's sleeping with who, but I'm trying to be the first woman president, not this chick Josie. She's not about to be president. I'm about to be president. So Sally thinks, Sally, girl, you ain't got a chance in hell with these two people and their people running the campaign. Okay, so girl, go back in the bathroom and start over. So Mellie, wait, let's cut to the gladiators all chilling. I guess they done told her the news, because the last time we left off, she was sitting in her little Grant t-shirt and got her little box out from the first campaign and was doting so lovingly on all the pictures and all the stuff. And then we cut to her in her office, and she is pissed. That's when she starts getting these little flashbacks, and she's like, there's only two people that can answer. Well, first everybody's trying to get into her office, and Huck is like, nobody goes in the office, and ain't nobody finna go against Huck, because Huck is type crazy. So Harrison was like, well, whenever y'all, what did he call, I forgot what they called him, but what did he say? Whenever what did he say? He called him something. He was like, whenever y'all soldiers get a moment, tell her that everybody, the White House, everybody's calling for her, and we need to know if she gonna take Josie's case or she gonna take Fitz's case. And so Huck was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And Jake is sitting there, and she storms out of her office, and she's like, she don't say anything. Everybody's like, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? So it's just Jake and Huck are asking her where she's going, and you know how she gets all intense and her lip quivers, and she's like, there's only two people who can answer this question, my father and Fitz. And if I ask my father, everybody's dying, probably including me. He might kill all three of us. Olivia is scared of her daddy, and you know what, Olivia, don't push Eli, okay? Eli has already proven to you that he's a nutcase, so I don't understand why yes, I get it, girl. Okay, I get it. I really do. But with your daddy, like I said before, your daddy is crazy. I don't even know why you want to ask him anything, because he's a nutcase. Do not ask him anything, like you said. But y'all snooping is the same thing as asking, because he's gonna get rid of whoever's snooping. Anyways, which brings me to my point where he and Cyrus meet up, and Cyrus is like, what are we supposed to do? Like, I guess, like, you know what? Let's go to the White House. Olivia gets to the White House and asks Mellie. Oh my God, she barges into the office. They think that she's coming back to take the case, you know, to take their campaign. And Mellie, oh, Mellie put the shade on. She is, you gotta watch out for women like Mellie. Just their antics, okay? Mellie is fake as fake can be. She said, Olivia, welcome home. We've missed you. Oh, we missed you, Olivia. We're so grateful that you're coming back to our campaign. If there's anything, and she went on, and Olivia didn't even address anyone in the room. She said, can I have a moment alone with the president? Okay, so this is the first time I've seen Cyrus pretty much speechless. I think he said, we'll catch up, Liv. Like, he actually believes that she's there too to take the campaign. But they get a moment alone, and this is, you stop leaving your man, Mellie, with the president. I don't care if, just stop it. But you know, this is the type of power you give Olivia. If she said, can I have a moment alone with the president? No, you may not. Cyrus, please excuse yourself. You can have a moment alone with the first family. That's who you can have a moment alone with. Olivia, and I told you already, Olivia, you know. Okay, look, I'm not gonna go there with Olivia. But so she asked Jake, did you kill my father? Were you on the thing with, were you on Remington? Where were you with Remington? Were you really, like, she was asking him questions. And that's when I said Jake got crunk and was like, we can talk about everything else, but that, I don't know what you're talking about. Deny. That's all he did. And I'm talking about, he did it so crunk that she took a step back, like, are you, like, for real? It's me. And then he was like, basically, I forgave you with defiance, didn't I? He ain't never pulled that defiance card. But if at any moment he needs to pull a card, that was the greatest moment to pull that defiance card, because he sure did it. He got drunk, he killed old girl, you know, Cancer, the judge Cancer or whatever, like funky Dineva be saying, killed her, went through his ups and downs, and that was that. But he forgave Olivia, so she was like, dang, he got me on that one. So she ends up leaving even more pissed. She's not getting any answers, and so then she goes back to the store. She goes back to the to Olivia Pope and Associates, her office, and she's like, we're taking Josie's case. And they were like, well, we thought you for sure would have, not case, but campaign. We thought you would have for sure taken the president's campaign, because you had your choice and given the history. And then here go baby Huck, Quinn talking about, and especially like the relationship thing. The look that Olivia gave Quinn was the look that will continue to give me life until next week. Olivia looked at Quinn like, Trick, did you really talk about the elephant in the room? You know nothing about our relationship. Quinn, see now, you done hipped Olivia to your little inquisitive little games, because now she's gonna try to figure out how you know, or how much you know about the relationship thing. Harrison knows what's good, but Olivia hasn't even really confided in Harrison about her relationship with the president. So what you know, Quinn? See, Quinn, you ask too many questions and you talk prematurely. Okay, let's talk about Quinn. Quinn's in the shooting range, okay, and she's shooting up. Can't get a shot to save her life, but she want to pop her gun off, okay? So she's upset and frustrated, and I'm like, Quinn, who you trying to kill? Like, who you trying to hit? But sure enough, one of them dogs was behind her. Like, they showed her at the shooting range twice. First time, she couldn't hit worth nothing. And then she goes back to the office. Here go Huck, where have you been? You see, when Huck starts asking you questions, he probably already knows the answer to it. And you sitting there lying to him. But then you want him to open up to you about B613. And if you're the same... I mean, if you go crazy, you know, after you join them, no offense, and all this stuff. Like, you need to tell the truth, okay? Huck knows what's going on with you, and at this point, he just don't care, because you ask too many questions, you don't listen enough, and Quinn, whatever's happening, is it me, or does Quinn want to join B613? Does she intentionally talking about, well, Jake seems normal and you not so much, but I guess that's the risk I take. I don't know what the hell's going on with Quinn, but actually we do know now, because Eli, Papa Pope, planted some dude that works for him to help her with her shooting. So he gives her a couple of tips the second time they cut to the shooting range, talking about relax your shoulders, and what gave her some advice to shoot her gun, and it worked, and she was proud of herself, so now she can shoot something. Okay, so basically that was a seed that was planted. We don't know what's gonna happen, but Papa Pope is insistent that seed blooms, were his words exactly. Okay, so then let's see. We already talked about that. Oh, who was Assalamu Alaikum? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not about to try to get this right. Assalamu Salif or Harrison or who? I want to know who that is, because that got Harrison looking crazy. He do not want Assalamu Alaikum to come back into the country, asking Huck for favors to erase the application so he can't get back in the country, because if he gets back in the country, he's a dead man, and yada yada yada. So something that Cyrus threatened him with. And y'all remember a couple episodes ago, the first episode actually, when Harrison got some balls and was like, he called Cyrus, and Cyrus was like, who is this? I don't know who this is. Now Cyrus is calling him. So, oh, we just supposed to jump? When you say jump, please, Cyrus, you ain't fooling nobody. Cyrus didn't get too worked up this episode, which I'm kind of sad, because I like when he gets amped up. I don't know what for, but I like it. I like when he cut up with Ethan. So we ain't see Ethan or Secret Service guy either, and I miss them. I want them in every episode. But we already talked about that. Oh, if you raise your voice at me one more again, Josie, one more again, I will slap the porcelain off your skin. You did it last episode, okay, Josie? And this episode you did it again. Josie has a little temper. We discovered that. But you're not about to raise your voice at me talking about you got one more time. Who are you talking to? Like, well, she didn't say that, but I'm saying like you got one more time, Josie. One more time to raise your voice at me. She got crunk with Olivia because Olivia was trying to do her job as a campaign manager and give her advice on how to, tackle this interview. And she was like about sexism or whatever. And she raised her voice, and I'm just like, no, we not. Oh no, you fired me. Okay, Trick. Let's talk about you. Let's keep it real. You fired me last week, Josie. Okay, and then I considered, and then you came back crawling. And I considered taking your case, which I did by default because my jump off wouldn't tell me if he killed my mama or not. And you gonna raise your voice at me? Okay. And then the sister says, if they cut to another part in the campaign where the sister daughter, Because you know Josie's sister is really her daughter, for y'all who ain't caught up yet. But she decides she wants to call her Josie. And I'm thinking at this point, girl, y'all had a week to talk about whatever differences it is. I need you to call me mama. Because I know I'm not your sister. I know that's what you thought I was. But I'm your mama and you gonna talk to me like a mama. Now the cat's out the bag. You gonna call me mama. I'm your mama. I don't care if I didn't raise you like mama and you think I'm sister. I'm your mama, girl. Watch your mouth. Y'all know that's how we think, okay? So, then, okay, we cut to, Mellie and Fitz. Oh, wait. Forgot. I gotta talk about it. I know this is going over. This might go to a whole 30 minutes, but I don't even care. I forgot to say, y'all, why when Olivia stormed out and was like, I can't work for you, Fitz, that Mellie come back and say the following. Woo! She said, I did everything but roll your whore up in a rug and throw her at your feet. Wow. She's like, I begged her. Ain't nobody tell you to beg her, Mellie. We told you last week we ain't like for you groveling like that. That's what you get. That's what you get for groveling and begging the jump off to come back to the campaign so you can stay in office. I mean, I get it, but don't get mad at Fitz because Olivia turned her down. Okay? That's your fault. I mean, that's your pride, and just go soak in the corner somewhere because Mellie, ain't nobody tell you to do all that, okay? And Fitz looked like he was just not even grateful. He was like, yeah, well, just get over it, Mellie. I mean, she's not gonna do it because he knows what's good with Operation Remington, so I just want to talk about that. Okay, so we talked about Sleep and them. Olivia's daddy, she calls her daddy drunk, and that's why I say I think she's a functional alcoholic, because she called her daddy drunk. I mean, she was mouth muscles all drinking and she's just having flashbacks of her mama, and she's just having a really serious moment. I think this is the first time we've seen Olivia drunk like that, like bad. I'm talking about almost drooling. It was real sad. And he said, have you been drinking? She said yes. And okay, well, like, he was like, okay, well, I mean, what, girl? She's like, did you kill her? Well, I have so many questions, but I can't ask you because you might kill my friends and me. And can we talk about the weather? Can we talk about Flintstone and Fruity Pebbles and Bam Bam and Skywalker and can we talk about mama? He was like, calm down, Olivia. One question. You can ask me one question. That's when you could tell he loved his baby girl like that. Just that crying, he can't take his baby girl crying. So she was like, do you love, you see, black folks, I'm sorry, Olivia showed her black card for real, because she was like, he said one question. She said, did you order the plane for my mom to be shot down? He said no. She said, well, did you make, and she kept started asking him different questions. He said one question. Dang, I know you drunk, but one question. That's why you can't give black folks everything. I mean, I know it's just not a black thing, but it's just how I feel. You can't give people an inch. They want to take a yard, okay? One question, fool. And you won't kill anybody. You won't kill Jake. You won't kill Huck. You won't kill any of my friends. You won't kill me, your baby girl. Yeah, no, one question. So he answered the question. He did not give the order. He told her some things are better left unsaid. Don't go looking for skeletons in anyone's closet. Leave it alone. I loved your mother. Your mother loved me. Yada, yada, yada. Okay? It wasn't convincing to me, but as I would have took a little heed from him and just left it alone for the moment and maybe probably touch on it later on. I don't know. So the plum dress, I forgot to say, plum dress was cute that Mellie was wearing when they were getting ready to have dinner with Sally fake self and her flirtatious younger husband. Oh, the prayer was too much. They're talking about biscuits, collard greens, and Mellie is laughing and flirting.